Hi, this is BB. I've had a really bad day today. I don't feel well. I felt really sleepy, feeling depressed, but I'm better now. Um, it's One of the things I've noticed, and you might notice it with your situation too, is that she calls me names. She just basically degrades me 24 hours a day by saying petty shit at me all the time. Saying petty shit at me. Like, she talks to me like these things are supposed to really hurt my feelings and, make me sulk and make me feel bad about myself. It's really like she's talking to a child or a teenager. Now, which is kind of scary in itself. Maybe she has talked to children like this. Maybe she has talked to teenagers. I don't know. I mean, if people want to see things, you do have pedophiles out there that would want children involved in that. And if this is what people are doing for a living, as people are claiming, this is what they're doing, they're live streaming them, why not do that to children? There will eventually have pedophiles who will solicit this. And people with very ugly fantasies that they will pay handsomely for. Like, some people might want to experience a rape without being raped themselves. Some people may want to experience what it is to be running a marathon without actually running the marathon themselves. The lazy few, the privileged lazy few, I think she has got a lot of money, so she's rapidly becoming one of the lazy few. I think her thing, though, is to see what happens to you when you die. Like the last images that flashes across your mind, and maybe narrate them for a profit. I don't know. Or various modalities of death or dying. Drowning, fire, suicide, homicide, stroke, aneurysm, heart attack. And when people... First of all, nobody wants that when they're dying because they're already dying. They're not going to get any proceeds from that, so they're not going to legally agree to it. That's one. And the second thing is, they will find a healthy person and deteriorate their body. That's another thing they might do. Find a healthy person and deteriorate their body so that people can experience what it is, that deterioration, that breaking down of their body and their minds as they slowly descend into what is called madness. Or from living on a hill to living in a shelter. Or living on the streets, on a bridge. They're bizarre and ugly people that live in this world. And there are people who have bizarre and ugly wishes to get their hands dirty without actually putting their hands in dirt. Now, if somebody else can do it and they experience it through their eyes, almost the same thing, like going in mountain climbing. No, people might do that. There are people who probably do things like adventure people would do this, would agree to it, I think, maybe on some level, because they're actually agreeing to it because it's healthy and not everything is going out there, right? If this really is a thing, I'm not sure. I mean, I am not sure, but if it really is a thing, because a lot of people seem to think, I didn't know this existed. When I started hearing her talk to me, I thought she was dead. I really did. I said, "Are you dead?" and trying to communicate with me. I did not know what it was. I asked her several times, "Are you dead?" She said, "No." "Are you dead?" "No." But the thing is, she talks down to me all the time. Like, talks down to me all the time. Now, that's one of the things, like I said, I spoke to psychics before. And that's one of the things the psychic said about them. She was always talking down to her, making her feel like she's less than. But it might not have been her. It might have been both of them talking to me. I don't know. There might have been both of them talking to me. I don't know, because I would hate to know that somebody did this to her And then she's trying to save them by doing it to me. I would hate, maybe he hit jackpot and he's paying her off. He's giving her a big lump sum of money. Maybe he hit jackpot and he's giving her a big lump sum of money, so he's paying her off so he can get away scot-free. Who knows? Because I don't think she does things for love. She does things for cash. She doesn't do things for love. There's no love there. People like them don't love. They're not capable of it. They don't have empathy. Because whoever they profess to love, shit hits the fan, they're going to push that person under the bus. That's not real love. That's just to have someone there like-minded. Surround yourself with like-minded people who you give permission to do evil and who give you permission to do evil. So y'all make it feel it's okay to do. It's okay to do. You know, that they got each other's back, basically. So with that being said, like I have allergies. With that being said, is like I get mad and then I start pelting it out back at her. And then again, this thought came to my mind. What if she's recording this and saying that I'm doing this to people? Because she do this to me 24 hours a day. Now, when I start belting it out back at her and I'm saying it out loud, I'm in my home, I was washing some dishes in the sink. And the thought came to me, what if this is what she's trying to do? What if this is all part of what she's trying to do? Trying to make it look like I am, you know, taunting her, or I'm trying to taunt children or something. I don't know. Because she talks to me like I'm a teenager, and I'm not a teenager. She talks to me like I'm a child. Like I'm a child. I'm not a child. Is that her brain capacity, or is that just to irritate me? Probably just to irritate me, because she is not a child. She's in her 30s. She's not a child. She's in her 30s. She's not a child. But the thing is, we got to be careful with that. When you start cursing back at them, and you start, especially if you know who they are and who's doing it, you might say some things. And if they're actually targeting other people, they might record you and say you were the one doing it, or play that recording for those people, so that they can audibly hear it, and then they say, this is the voice I heard. That's part of the problem. That's part of the problem. These people are not nice, and they don't play fair. They're ugly, 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 ugly people. Inside out, they're ugly. I don't know if they're even human anymore. I don't know. They cannot possibly be. They're just not good people. To say they're not good people is mild. To say they're evil people is more in alignment with what I'm really thinking of their thought process, their actions, and their deeds. That's more in alignment with what I'm really thinking. They're fucking evil. They're evil people. So, with that, now I did mention before, like I said, somebody did contact my cousin's 17-year-old son, and was going to send a package to them off of Facebook or something. And they wanted $100,000 of that country's currency. And then my cousin just told him off. And then the person's response was, you better not tell anyone, because she said she was going to tell the police, because her son is only 17 years old. You can't be soliciting him. And they said, you better not tell anyone, or I will hack your head. Now, they didn't say hack off your head. They said hack your head. Now, this is in another country. All right? So that's my point exactly. They have these people have far-reaching. They're very far-reaching. Now, with that being said again, I do talk to psychics. And in 2000, this happened, I don't know when did that happen, if it was late 2019 or early 2020. I think it was 2019, because she told me this last year. I do talk to psychics, and around between October to November, psychics were telling me, because I did used to have readings, right? Because I do tarot readings as well. And the psychic, I'm not that kind of psychic. I don't do psychic readings, but there are some gifted psychics out there. they were saying that something about hacking. Now, I did not think hacking as in hacking devices. I thought they said they will hack you, right? They will hack you. They will come and hack you. So I thought that he was telling her, because I thought it was an abused woman, he's telling her. I kind of knew that they were frauds, they were scammers. So I thought he fucked someone over. This was exactly what I thought. He fucked someone over really bad, and the people know where she lives. So he have her sitting in the house like a decoy for when the people come to get his ass and beat the shit out of him, they find her instead. I was on her side. I really was on her side. I was talking in my house, but I really was on her side. All this time I was on her side. And I'm thinking, she's just going to sit there and let them come and beat the shit out of her. It's like, like, where is your boyfriend? Because you see the shit in movies all the time, right? I was on her side because I don't know. Maybe I was having a brain fart for a few months. That's a long fart, but it happened. With that being said, though, the guy heard the hacking. Now, it's not a coincidence. Now, this is a person on a phone line. I don't know where they are, right? And these are good psychics. And he heard the word hacking, so I started making up songs that he's going to hack you. I call it hacksaw and jigsaw. Like people coming through the floor. What is he telling her? People going to come through the floor, come through the ceiling, and hack her? Because I thought it meant like hacking her up in pieces, like, chopping her up. I did not even think that they meant that. Because that's not the first thing that came to my mind. It's not something you would associate them with. If you were to meet them as a couple, your next door neighbors or people who live on your street, you wouldn't associate them with these type of behavior. You wouldn't associate them. You just wouldn't associate them. But anyway, the thing is, with that, I don't know. And be careful what you say, because when they start telling you these things, they may tell you things to get you to start reciprocating, angry, and start telling them back things to, like, you just want to kick a pot shot at them, a verbal pot shot at them, and then they record it and they play that over somebody's microphone in somebody's kid's bedroom or something. Police gonna come knocking on your door because they're gonna say, yeah, but they heard your voice. Yes, but I wasn't there. Why were you saying these things? Well, let me tell you a story. Let me tell you what's been happening to me. Then go through all these YouTube videos and you'll get a clear idea of what's been happening to me. So you got to know how to, it's good things we're making these videos. It's a good thing to have them like a testimony if something goes wrong, because some of these people will try to set us up. They will try to set us up. Because they're doing this to us for a reason. So they will try to set us up. So just take a note. Be careful of that. Be careful of that. So, because I keep saying today, I'm not 16. Because she talks to me like a teenager. Like if you say stupid things that a teenager would take offense at. Because teenagers, at that age, they're just, every little thing gets to them. It's like, what is wrong with this woman? And she's grown. It's like, so I keep saying, I'm not your age group. I'm not your age group you're accustomed to. I'm not 16. Then I was washing some dishes and I was, saying, I can't remember what I was saying. I don't need to record myself, but she can use that now and play that to somebody's 16-year-old. And then they'll say, well, it's me. Why were you saying that? I don't know. I don't have anything here that's recording me. I don't know. But I don't trust them at all. Now, even if they're just making these recordings as a way to squeeze me, as a way to get me to shut up, as a way to blackmail me, because they're probably good at that too, I'm not going to take it. Even if I have to go to jail for something I didn't do out of this, I will take the jail time as long as they pay for their crimes too. I'm not afraid of it anymore. What the hell that she's putting me through is kind of making me, what if jail might be better than this shit, honestly. Because she's just a bad, evil person. She's just a bad, evil fucking person. Just a bad person. Like really just bad and evil. I don't know what's her angle and what she wants. Except the only thing I can think of is either life insurance they have on me and or she just wants to see what happens when you die, because I think this is kind of personal for her. She gets a kick out of being in people's heads, reading their thoughts, seeing what they see. It's like she gets a kick out of it. And if she gets a kick out of it, and if anyone died in the process, this is part of what she's going after, to see what happens, what images they see when they die. I don't know. Hey, death is going to come to everybody soon enough. I don't need to know what he or she sees. Death is going to come to them soon enough. I don't know. I mean, what's the point? We're all going to go out the same way in different modes. It's the same death. Why jump the gun? You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Because if she feels that what happens, that something happens after death, I'm just looking at how stupid she is. If she's looking for what happens after death, it means that she has some fear of spirituality, knowing that something could possibly be governing all of us, and there's a price to pay at the end of this life for our deeds. Well, instead of her trying to correct hers and do better, she's trying to outsmart God's system then. She's trying to get one up on him. Good luck with that. Good luck with that.